You know, it's always exciting when we come on here on Leadership TV to discuss BBNAIJA. You know, we come with the vibes, the spice, every single gossip from the Big Brother house. This is where we discuss it. And I'm Cynthia Amado. I'll allow these beautiful ladies beside me to introduce themselves. Hi, girls. Hi. Go first.
I thought we have point energy. I mean, it's the way she even said go first. It's fine, no problem. And I am Nefisat Abdurrahman.
Okay. Now can Her Majesty can now introduce
herself.
herself.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Her Majesty, please go on.
Yeah. My name is Rhuthee. Moku, you're the first. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know, if you were Anita or Nelly, I would have said, oh, you are trying to carry on the HOH.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
she's calling herself Ruth. She's calling herself a queen already.
Why you?
Not Rhuthee. Ruth.
Okay, guys, this brings me to my highlight for the week. This whole Rhuthee reminds me of the Rhuthee and Wani X Handy fight. I think that's my highlight, you know, for the week. The way the whole thing just escalated, and there were some casualties actually. Unfortunately, Mayor was one of the casualties when they were throwing jabs at each other. And one of the twins, you know, I can't differentiate who is who. Insulted Rhuthee and said, your body they pepper you, you have a man who is touching you, but you are always angry, blah blah blah, and you're pretending that you like Mayor, but you are all over the house kissing him because he's a custodian and you wanted him to save you in case you find yourself in bottom 4, blah blah blah. And Mayor just walked in there and was packing his clothes. And I wondered,
guy was already going through a heartbreak, and then he received this straight bullet.
That was my highlight for the week. Those girls are Wani X and it's like you get 2 for the price of 1. You can't come for one and you think the other one will not come and scratch you. Whatever you see, you take. So guys, I would love you to tell me your highlight for the week. I'll start with you.
My highlight was of the week, honestly, was the water task. I really enjoyed it.
Water task?
Yeah, they had this task where they talk about Paddy of Life.
Oh, yeah.
I love that they were able to let their emotions freely, especially Double K. They were able to tell themselves things. They've not been able, you know, they've not been really expressive in the house because of the whole strategy they brought in. And the sisters too said a lot. Wani X Handy, they said a lot, and that's my highlight for the week. I really enjoyed that they had that space, they had the opportunity in the house to express themselves.
I really love that.
Sean and Sean and Victoria,
it's always awkward with them.
Awkward, my dear.
Tell that what they were saying were not heartfelt. It's just let's
something written on paper. Something written on paper. There's a lot going on with those two, but we can't wait to find out as time progresses. There's a lot of on social media, a lot of talk. You know, so you don't even know which one is true and which one is just make believe. Rhuthee.
Yeah, so I'm a preacher of love.
Did you just answer Rhuthee?
I called that Rhuthee. My name is
Rhuthee. Okay. Alright, so my highlight for the week, I'm a preacher of love, and of course it's Tonita. That's my highlight for the week.
What about Tonita?
Which one is Tonita? What's happening there?
That's our ship. Oh, you know what ship? Oh, you guys left behind. Well, guys, the name of our ship is Tonita, and it's Anita and Tofa, and it's sailing. Anita, is it Tofa, Tonita? Yes, actually, it's sailing.
Actually, seriously, like it's a sailing, ship.
I don't know.
It's mutual, actually. Yes, it's mutual.
You know. Okay, let me allow her finish.
Yeah, and
because I had a lot to see.
Her birthday also. Yeah. You know, someone come. It's not like this is the moment where Nigerian girls ask themselves, "Am I a wood?" Because
God, am I a spoon? Am I your stepdaughter? God,
yes.
Can you guys?
Solomon's bed.
Can you guys please?
What is the guy coming all out to make this girl feel so special? And Big Brother
on her big day, on her birthday,
he came. They even wore matching outfits. These guys are meant for each other. You ask me, guys.
I'm so sorry, but I pity the both of you. How you are falling for this strategy? I pity the both of you because I will be here sitting on my throne when the heartbreak happens.
When it comes to ships in the Big Brother house, all the years I've been watching Big Brother, I've been heartbroken so many times.
And you will be heartbroken.
But there's one that stood out to me, which is Bam Bam and Teddy. They didn't break my heart.
Yeah.
From beginning to the end.
Tonita, we do it.
They're still giving us joy.
Anita and Tofa, we do it again.
But I've learned to take ships in BBNAIJA house with a pinch of salt. I've learned not to put body too much because you will cry hot tears when these two people you know, separate and probably even start to shade each other on the internet. We've seen it happen with Messi and Ike. We've seen it with Adekunle and Venita.
But Anita and Tofa, they don't seem like people that are social media will come out to drag each other on social media.
But let's look at their personalities now.
Yes, their personalities.
Let us analyze. Let's bring out these two people out. Let's open them up.
Yes.
Tofa is this kind of guy that covers up everything with like sarcasm. Tofa doesn't always look serious.
He's
like
a sweet
like
guy,
his partner Suj. You know Suj always has
serious face.
Tofa is like the opposite of that. So you don't even know when he's serious and when he's not. And Anita has that factor of being like a strict babe. She stands her ground.
Yes.
She doesn't cower.
She doesn't smile anyhow or laugh anyhow. Even her birthday, I wasn't seeing the whole excitement. Like,
no, it's like, okay, what are you guys doing tomorrow?
Yeah, at some point when they came to sing happy birthday for her, she was like, oh, it's my birthday. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, thank you. And I'm like,
but I love that about her. So I'm wondering, those two people, will they actually work? Because Anita is a kind of strict babe that always loves will I say assurance, to show you if you say something you mean it, you act it. But Tofa on the other hand is almost, I see Tofa almost as an I don't want to be biased. I like Tofa, but I see him as maybe not so deep or involved in the ship. Anita is mentally there. She's ready to give it her all, but I can't say the same for Tofa. It's almost like Tofa saw Suj now carrying Nelly on his head and so it's like, let me not be left behind, let me do the same thing.
But I think,
but Anita is there fully.
I think there is something you people are not seeing or have not seen. Because there was a day Anita was even telling Tofa of all the different shades of lights he's giving her.
Yeah, green light, yellow light. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
He's not giving her the energy.
So would you say the same right now? Would you say the same now?
She said that just they did to her birthday.
Because it's almost like the housemates have given them approval. Even throughout most of the speeches that they gave on her birthday, Tofa was involved. Say, Tofa, if you hurt Anita, we'll look for you. I'll send boys to beat you, blah, blah, blah. So it's almost like he has to play out to expectations. We're seeing efforts from Anita. Even during the pool party this week, she was quite clingy to Tofa. And Tofa was just everywhere dancing with everybody. So I don't think they're on the same mental. They give the same mentality to that
emotional level.
I bet to
that particular relationship.
I bet to differ. I think it's
this ship you are shipping.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, you know what? Tofa had his diary session with Big Brother. He actually didn't mention. He said he likes the girl. She's a fine girl. He likes her. For now, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Even marriages break.
Okay, let's be looking at this Tonita ship
with
all eyes.
We'll still come to other ships, guys. Just calm down. Don't worry. We are coming with the scoop.
So Tonita first. What ship?
We are coming with the scoop. Okay, let's take a look at the pairs that stood out to you this particular week. And I think I will start. The Mbadiwe twins stood out to me, and also Nelita. The spotlight on the Nelita pair this week was more than they have received in the past 2 weeks. With them winning the head of house, they were able to go around and convince, the housemates, and then they got 8 out of 12 votes. So that put a spotlight on them, and also winning the immunity. Yes, and then watching them move through with their leadership, the ups and downs, seeing them as leaders. That's a different side I saw today. They are both, beauty queens, they are pageant girls, they are models. They always have a pretty face, wig laid, beautiful outfit. So some people would not really expect girls like that to deliver when it comes to leadership, putting their foot down and doing the right thing, putting the house in order. But surprisingly, the Nelita pair became like head of house. I kind of saw a shift.
Yes.
The house is a bit neater. Before, you see things littered on the floor. They do things accordingly. Some days ago, I saw Nelly giving an instruction to Ruth. She said, Ruth, we are doing our wager rehearsal now. So while people are doing rehearsal, go into the kitchen, go and make lunch. So when people are done with rehearsal, they will have something to eat. She's always, you see her delegating. Anita, the same thing. They will delegate duties. Mikey, do this. You do this. Go and clean this. Go and clean that. Though they butted heads, anyway, Nelly has butted heads with him by the way twins. We've seen her butt head with Chinwe with the whole kitchen issue. She giving Chinwe the toilet duty, which I felt was quite petty. But then Those girls don't see eye to eye. They don't see eye to eye. We've seen them butting head. Nelly especially. I think Anita is the ice and Nelly is the fire in the pair, so they complement each other. But I think the spotlight was on them this week, yeah, and they've gotten quite some accolades from their fellow housemates. You know, when they were questioned by me in the diary room. You know, Femi, Mikey.
Even the Imbadiation, one of them.
I didn't even expect them to perform so well, as well as they did anyway. Because when some people try to project sometimes on pretty faces and they kind of look down on beautiful women and feel like they can't
do well.
You know, in terms of leadership qualities and all that. So the spotlight was on them, and then the Imbadiwe twins too. I don't know how I feel about those guys. I love them. They are well traveled. They are knowledgeable. They just.
Did you just say you love them?
I love them actually.
So we're no longer on the same page.
No, you. Do you know what? It's dicey. I don't want to use. I don't want to use the word hate, but I have that. You up and down. It's like a pendulum.
Imagine that's how it
goes and it comes.
Guys, that's how I'm alone.
It goes and it comes.
Cynthia, it is love. Calm down. You are in love.
I'm just remembering that squabble with Nelly and how it quite escalated. It was so unnecessary. And him raising his voice at her saying, "Will you behave yourself like he was a father?" And then she also, you know, replied, "Why would you tell me to behave like my father?"
First, she asked him to watch what he said before he retaliated.
It was argument over who suffer pass, and Femi was just in the middle of it. But I love the way Ozzy held himself. It's like Nelly kept on, you know, talking continuously, and Ozzy just
at some point she was provocative.
And
she
Ozzy kept quiet,
approached him
and continued. It was just so unnecessary. Really.
And I like that Ozzy didn't involve himself.
Definitely.
That was very much. You cannot try that. You cannot try that with Wani X Handy.
Exactly.
I like how mature they treated
another thing that stood out to me, you know, in the past 2 weeks, Imbadiwe twins have been like a symbol of power in the house. People come to them for advice. You know, most of those other younger guys, the ACs, you know, Sean, Mayor and his partner Zion, and they want to kind of see them coming close to the Imbadiwe twins. But I don't really know. But this week they had the squabble with Nelly, and then another thing with Femi again. That whole thing was just so unnecessary. I'm like, okay, is the Imbadiwe twins' power kind of reducing in the house because they respect, you know, the way people see them as older brothers in the house? I think they're 37 years of age, so they are the oldest in the house.
No, it's not like that, because I actually do have dating. There's something called familiarity. To see finish.
Probably. Is that what we see playing out?
And see people tomorrow.
That one we see playing. Because how can they have squabble with back to back, first with Nelly and then with Femi?
I won't really say it's see finish. They ask me.
You know, being close together in that house.
You know, when people meet you for the first time and this name is so
familiar. That is a see finish.
I know you love these guys, but please.
No, it's not me being partial.
This is you being partial. This is you being partial. We are going to have another Imbadiwe and Femi fight in this street because I don't know why they would not allow me to express myself when it comes to the Imbadiwe.
Land.
So, guys, let me tell you, it's not see finish. Forget about this game. It's not see finish. So this is the thing, yeah. Everybody comes in and hear, Imbadiwe, oh, this name. So everybody wants to like
be associated
with them. But as time goes on, there are some little things that people observe. When you begin to show that, when people begin to see that you have there's a particular way you carry yourself, it begins to reduce your respect, whether you like it or not.
Well. I know Ozzy is the calm one,
and when you're beginning to show that
Ozzy is more sociable. Ozzy is more sociable. Ozzy is
the one with the C, right?
Yes.
And the one with the Z is
the one that wears glasses.
He's brutal.
His bets are so fine. You're like this. You understand what I'm saying? But coming to what you say,
he's the one that is engaged, yeah?
No, Ozzy is engaged.
The one that's engaged is the one.
The one that has the fine beard. Is he the one that is engaged?
No, he's not. He's single now.
No. I think
but
he has
somebody.
No, they all have people. In fact, everybody in the house have people outside. This is what they're saying.
Learn how you compliment somebody's man.
Let's go on.
Learn how you compliment somebody's man, because I know that's how you your hand.
I'd love to hear the pairs that stood out for you people this week. So let me start with you.
Well, I'm not really a fan of the Imbadiwe twin, but like I said earlier, I like the fact that the other brother could allow Ozzy.
Yeah, you like them?
I don't like them. I must not like you. I must not like you to acknowledge that you've done something.
You've done something.
Yes. So I don't hate them, guys. Don't quote me wrong. Yes. I don't like them, and I don't
like
hate
their
them.
attitude. But you're not their fan.
I'm not at all. But I like that they had this level of maturity to handle the situation.
Yes.
And another pair that stood out for me is the Wani X Handy. Especially Handy, there's something about her. I like how she calls her sister to order, and I like how they respect each other. There's no disrespect that, oh, you're my sister, so I can do this, I can do that. So those are the two pairs that stood out for me.
Definitely, I like them. I like the Wani X Handy. I think this season I have a lot of people that I like. I don't have only one pair. I like a lot of them.
Because coming to me, if you're asking me to say two, it feels like it's a mental struggle. Because I actually do like the Mbadiwe twins, and for some reasons, guys, I like the aces.
It is that Tofa and
Sush. Yes, I kind of like them. I like their conduct.
They look and sound intelligent.
They look and
the friendship seems real.
Yes.
Some of them in that house seem like they met themselves yesterday, airport or yesterday. But these guys know themselves
deep into each other.
And they actually check up on each other. It's not because you're my pair, blah blah blah. They
know each other.
Yeah. This week when Big Brother told Suj that he was now an uncle, and he just the diary session was over, and he just climbed the staircase and went to his bed. Tofa didn't even ask him anything, just followed him upstairs. He just felt that something was wrong. I love the brother.
Yes,
it's actually nice.
Yes, and they are both gentlemen. If you look at them very well, they are both gentlemen, because if what's their names, Nelita, if Nelita were like in this kind of situationship that they have in radicals, then you would have imagined the outcome when they didn't name them as their guests in the house. You would have, so imagine Mikey, the way he would have been responding.
But I will be the same.
Yes, I know these two guys. It didn't really get down well with them that these girls didn't choose them to be their guests.
No, but I think Suj took it quite hard.
The both of them, they were happy. They were happy.
But
it is that he
showed it a lot more. Sofa was just angry for like maybe a few hours. But we saw nearly begging to like
he did
12 or 1 a.m. the next morning. She kept on begging. I'm like, so you don't do now.
He said, forget that I've forgiven you. Don't. There was this. Forget that I've forgiven you.
You have to show.
You have to
that you're not playing with me.
I'm like, fuck. But I like that
which is actually the right thing. I mean, for that, anybody would think otherwise. Yes.
Because it seemed the housemates were even like laughing at them.
Yes. Because as at Friday, even Tofa still wasn't okay with it. In his session with Big Brother, he did mention that okay, it is what it is. They didn't choose us. He wasn't even explaining. He said he sat. His guys were fanning him around, and they were going to call you guys. He was telling his guys.
I think one of the reasons why that HOH condo was important to them was what they had planned for the girls for Anita's birthday. They had a plan with the dinner and all that. So,
and in fact, they lobbied. They went around campaigning for them, for people to vote for them. Also,
this is why I'm going to give you another reason here why the respect people have for the Mbadiwe twins is going to go down. See, you need to know that if people respect you, you don't involve yourself in a lot of things. So this is what happened. They were part of the people that lobbied because of Suj and Tofa
like in the election
for the HOH and all that. So when these girls didn't pick the aces, there was this anger and statement that the Mbadiwe twins were making. That was what made that argument to be so heated the next day.
Definitely.
So you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to respect yourself. It is not your business anymore. This is politics, whether you like it or not. But then you make statements, you say things, you involve yourself in things that you're not supposed to be involved in.
Okay.
So
at the end of the day,
people will not really respect you the way they're supposed to.
At the end of the day,
even in the house, there are private matters. Like this was a private matter.
It wasn't private.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
Are they
it wasn't private. Who your guest is not private.
Well, I think the Mbadiwe twins have the right to talk about that because they actually voted for the Nelita because of the AC.
Because of
like
the
our boys,
yes, it's our guys.
Because they want to use the HOH.
Yes. See, if these guys are not being very involved in what was happening in the house, they'll be tagged as pride and all of that. But I like the fact that they are being very involved.
It's like they are the big brother in the Big Brother. Okay, guys, let's move on now. Let's talk a bit about alliances. Right? Let's talk a bit about alliances. I want us to know that alliances are quite different from, ships or friendship or lovership or whatever it is. Alliance is like a relationship that is well structured, that has a purpose, right? And we've seen alliances play out year on year out in, you know, Big Brother house. We've seen the Ife period where Ife and Bisola, you know, Tinto, Tony, Mavis, they were all like part of a, you know, an alliance. We've seen it even in is it Double Wahala now? It's Toby, Miracle, Toby. There was something going on with Toby and Miracle. There was like an alliance. But you know, this year, I think there was some before the issue with between the Badiwe and the Nelita, even before they even won that HOH challenge, we saw a kind of, you know, the house was divided into two kind of. The Badiwe twins had the stronghold with the ACs, Sean Shatoria, Wani X Handy, you know, they were within Badiwe, yes, and then Chinwe had her own gang. She had her own things going on with Flourish, you know, and Mayor, I think Streeze now. Yeah, Streeze and all that. I don't know where the double K are. They're like, you know, dangling. Yeah, they are here and here. They don't belong to anything. And then the radicals too are like here and here. But how important do you think alliance is in the Big Brother, you know, game? Have you seen people go far with that? We've seen people go far with that alliance. I mean, see CC now. So there was a time Sissy was hated by everybody she was with in the house during her own season, but she still made it far. So are alliances important, or just focus on the love that is outside? What do you think?
I think they're important, especially at a time like this, because right now people outside cannot come and vote you to be the HOH, and there are just a lot of things that are at stake. You need to be able to build a relationship in the house for you to be able to stay longer, and there are just certain things. So if you don't have that relationship with people in the house, even when it comes to being up for eviction and all of that, you stand a whole risk. So alliances are very important, actually. They are very important when it comes to food, when it comes to peace. Very important. Peace for alliance is very important when it comes to talking about peace and food in the house.
What do you think? Well, I think alliance is very important in the house. Whether when you win or even before you win, because even when you win, it is still important. I say so because last year there was someone that was sent into the house because of the Rhuthee battle. I've forgotten his name, but is it Nelson Lewedin?
I can't quite.
That's Nelson Lewedin. That guy that was in the same era with Dorothy. Yes, I was saying last year. Sorry, was it last year or last 2 years?
All Stars.
Was it the All Stars? If it's Dorothy Batcher, then it's lockdown. Then Lewedim, I don't know about Eric and Lewedim.
No, it's not. Last year there was a show, right?
Last year was
All Stars.
Dorothy was in the house.
No, she was in lockdown.
Okay, no, there was a housemate that Nelson was sent into the house for.
It was Alex.
Thank you. Now, Big Brother had to send Nelson in the house because
that's Prince. Yes, Prince Nelson.
Thank you, Prince Nelson.
Why do you say Big Brother sent Nelson to the Prince to the house?
It was because of Alex, actually. It was because of Alex. What's on the streets? And we know there's no smoke without fire. Yes. Now Alex could not fit in with anybody in the house at that time. So to make her feel relaxed and play the game, because she also
and they were friends.
Yes, and she could also bring her own drama when she has somebody in the house now. Yeah. So they had to send her. And generally, because in life you need people to survive, and everybody needs somebody watching their back. So it is important even in the house. I mean, and I'm looking forward to the alliance between Victoria and Cassia. I'm seeing them forming some kind of friendship and 6 months. They kind of have the same kind of personality.
Yeah, they're introverts.
Yes,
so they're just in their own little world.
Thank you. Just that Cassia laughs a lot, and
Victoria just keeps
climbing seven mountains to make Victoria smile. She's always straight and serious, even if she has so much to say inside her heart. So alliance is very, very important. Alliance is very important.
Well, in a few hours, we'll be seeing one of our favorite housemates leave the house, unfortunately. But then the power is in the hands of the custodian, that's Wani X Handy. So what do you think they are gonna, we don't know what they are going to see in that box when Big Brother brings it out. That's shocking. Sundays are always shocking. The suspense. But then we are just going to play like a game of chance, or we're going to speak on it like a game of chance. If they have to save or they have to evict, who do you think out of the lineup of the evicted households? Don't forget, everybody is up for eviction, except of course the custodians and the HOH. That's Wani X Handy and Nelita. Every other person is up for eviction. So who do you think they are going to save if they need to save, or who do you think they will evict out of the lineup?
Isn't this eviction is up for eviction? Hope you guys know.
Yeah.
So if they have to save, they would have to save Shatoria. The two girls really like Sean and that. And if they have to evict Flourish, they'll have to. They may.
Is he up for eviction?
They are up for eviction. But with what happened with Flourish within the week, and there's still all little talks around, I strongly believe they will evict Flourish.
What do you think? Save and evict. What do you think?
I don't know who they would, because definitely they'll save Shatoria now.
Definitely,
there's no tears around this. Yes, Sean is not going anywhere. Wani needs him. The calls are important. And evict, it definitely has to be either DJ Flo, not DJ Flo, but
Rhuthee, and
especially. If DJ Flo and Rhuthee were not together, that's the problem with this pair. If your pair has problem with somebody, it's an issue for you.
So it's a serious issue.
DJ Flo, I'm sorry, but you may likely
go home.
Then apart from that, I really wish Zimwe, I want them to go home and solve their relationship issues.
If it were to be election, they would definitely be the ones going home. Because Chinwe has stepped on a lot of.
If the housemates were to elect, Zimwe.
Don't forget that there's like a bottom 4 lineup that they have to choose from. Let us not forget that. So they'll make their pick from the bottom 4. That's when they'll be making their pick from. But of course, I feel like Shatoria, they have something good going on, so I don't even think they will appear in bottom. I don't think they will appear in bottom 4 anyway. I don't think so. But even if they have to evict someone, it's Wani X Handy might shock us. Those girls, they are gamers. They might even. They might forget
they are not up.
Everything that has to do with Rhuthee and the annoyance must have calmed down since Sunday. So those girls are gamers. They will take out their competitor. I don't think if they have to choose Flourish, it will be acting out of emotion. And Big Brother is not a Big Brother game.
And they are really smart. Those girls are
play with emotion. You are always strategic. So I see Wani X Handy as strategic girls, and I see them taking out a very strong pair. They will shock us.
Let's see the lineup.
Of that's just it.
Can it be time already?
But I really do wish a man goes this time around.
Okay, because ladies have been leaving.
Yes, I really wish him.
It doesn't matter. If you're not performing well, just go.
He actually does.
Just go.
Between Zimwe and a male pair.
In a few hours, we'll be knowing that, and of course, we'll still bring you the gist right here on Leadership TV. Thank you for sticking with us and spicing things up here with us. We're still Leadership TV. Stay tuned.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.